Hi, this is George in Professor Wellman's CSC 110 class, and this week's YouTube assignment is from Chapter 7 and it's exercise 11. And what we have is revisit the drunk pirate problem from the exercise in Chapter 3. This time, the drunk pirate makes a turn and then takes some steps forward and repeats this. Our social science student now records pairs of data, the angle of each turn, and the number of steps taken after the turn. Her experimental data is, and then it's this list of data here, and they want us to use a turtle to draw the path taken by our drunk friend. So just in case you haven't been following along, in chapter 3, we wrote this function here, and we were just given a list of turn angles, and our pirate went a set distance x of 100 steps forward each time. So the difference in I'm just gonna run that for you real quickly just to recall. So our drunken pirate has this crazy looking walk. Maybe he's searching for treasure or whatever. The difference in our new problem is we're not given the set distance x of 100 steps. Now our pirate takes a different amount of steps after every turn. So for the first one, in our pairs of data, the first number is going to be the angle of our turn, and the second number is going to be the number of steps taken, or the distance. So the pirate might turn 160 degrees and then move forward 20 steps for our first his first movement, and then the second movement he's gonna turn negative 43 degrees and then move forward 10 steps. So it's just a slightly different here, and I'm gonna show you guys how I did that. So I imported the turtle, same thing as always, set up the playground, and defined a turtle test. And then I just copied that list of pairs, and I named it Jack Sparrow. So I'm gonna think of the I wrote this function so that you could plug in any list of uh of pairs, and I kind of think of each list could be a different pirate, and I have everybody's favorite drunk pirate here. Jack Sparrow is what I've named that list that the book has given us. So our function, we defined the function pirates. That's what we're gonna call it, and the parameters are t and whatever your pirate is, whoever your pirate is. So in this case, we're gonna be using Jack Sparrow, and T is just our turtle, and I had a triple doc string here just describing our function. I was given a list of pairs of data, the angle of the turn made, and the steps taken after the turn by a drunken pirate. And so it's very simple. It's just a simple for loop. And I think what we might have seen up until then is just a for loop that just has one that just normally has one loop variable, but in this function we're using two loop variables, and Python lets us uh lets us just separate those two loop variables with a comma here. So we have 4 turns, comma, distance in pirate. So that's pretty much just saying for uh we can go through each of these pairs of data and say that like the first number is like our first loop variable and the second number is our second loop variable. So in this case, the first number is going to be turns and the second number is going to be distance. And then in pirate, so that's in whatever our list of pairs is. So you could make another pirate like we could say Blackbeard, um and he could be going whatever 100 degrees, 45 steps, and just to keep it short, maybe he does 45 degrees and 60 steps or what have you. I could call this pirate function with Blackbeard's name here instead, or whatever. And so going through that loop variable, it's just our pirate's gonna make a turn, whatever the first number is, and then go that distance, and then move on to the next pair and repeat. Make another turn, another distance. That would be our terminating condition, and it would move on to the next. It would traverse the list, go to the next pair in the list. So I just called the function, and I had the function go use our defined list Jack Sparrow here. I'm just gonna show you what that might look like. Here's Jack Sparrow, and he doesn't make many moves. He might be a little too drunk to go very far, and that kind of makes sense because we see he only takes 20 steps, 10 steps, 8 steps, 12 steps. So that probably looks about right. And just to show that this could work for any list of pairs, I'm just gonna show you that Blackbeard would work as well. Yeah. So that let me comment that out because that actually ran Jack Sparrow before Blackbeard. So this would just be Blackbeard making those 2 turns and 2 pairs of steps. Yeah, so that's our function for number 11. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that was helpful. Thank you. Bye-bye.